Welcome to NCS TV Spring Invitational here in Stockton, California, Adventure Academy. I am going to be your commentator all game, Lauren Goodman, and we got a ball game on our hands. This will be the 12U division. GGH Elite 12U will be facing off against the PVE Mamba 12U squad. Starters: Isaiah Mosden, Markel Pryor, Malachi Butler, Landon Bueller, and Marvin Epting for the PV Mambas. And they start off with the ball first. Pryor, count it. We got Trey Johnson running point with Prince Williams here, handling a little pressure. Marvin Epting strips it away. Here comes PV Mambas short on the basket, but fight on the ground for it, and they keep it alive. Three, not there, but Williams thought about going deep, just didn't. Trey Johnson in a trap. PV Mambas steal it away. Here goes Pryor, another lay. Count him. And the pressure thus far, let's see that last bucket. Pryor, number 5, with a little fancy flip on that one. Already a different level of intensity, that pressure we didn't see from the older Mamba team, but this young team is coming out with it for sure. That was John Fox for GGH on that last shot. Here come the Mambas. Mazadoon. They swing. Bueller unable to connect on that last shot. Here comes Trey Johnson. Pushing the tempo. Gotta love the color pants. Loses it there, and it goes back to the Mambas. Bueller swings. Mazden swings to Bueller. Bueller shoots another three, doesn't connect there. Pryor gets out of trouble, but gets it right back on the backdoor cut. And Butler, he gets two for the PVE Mambas. GGE pushes in tempo. Prince Williams for 2 points on that last bucket. And now we have some pressure from GGH Elite. Pryor down the lane, throws it up, not able to connect on anything, but we go back in transition. By Mambas. Mambas in. Misses everything, but who's there to clean it up? Markel Pryor. And he's been getting bucket after bucket in this first half. The pressure still impacting the GGH Elite squad. Swing to Williams, floater, off the glass, no good. They keep their rebound. Fighting for it, nobody gets it on the ground, and it tips and stays. Purple ball. On the inbound, Trey Johnson. Little fancy dribble there. High screen, doesn't use it. Drags his feet there on that last play. And here come the Mambas. Swing, Bueller. He wants to shoot the three. But big rebound there by Chandler. Williams. Finds Stevens. Back to Williams, but it's a tip off, and it goes back home ball. So a little scramble play here the last two opportunities. Let's see what team can settle in. Start playing some good basketball. Butler. Nobody stops him. He kicks it to the corner. For three. Butler with the big basket. And there was a line violation on that last play, so goes back to the Mambas. Swing, finds one more. Fontenberg unable to connect, but we have Williams pushes, come back right, throws up the lay, count them for two. And I like GGH coming back with their own pressure because we can't just let this keep rolling like this. I'm with it. So they pick up full court defense. Can we get a three leaning left? Nobody gets his own rebound. Tries to save it, but it goes back the other way. Here come GGH in transition. Stevenson finds a cutting Fox, but he isn't able to connect on that one. Here comes Fontenberry. Flutter over the top. Bueller getting on the board for his squad. Johnson unable to keep up with the dribble. Butler takes the contact and gets it on the ground. And we see that last play. Butler just 1-2. Little soft touch, right? Floater on time. Thought about it there. Changed it up. Butler showing off some fancy dribble. Fontenberry for three. Knock him down. Starting to rain in here for the PVE Mambas. Pressure, try to tip it away. Unsuccessful. GGH keeps the basketball. Here comes Stevenson. They swing to Williams. Williams sees some daylight. Almost hits the three. Not quite there. And here go Ramos. Oh, nice little fake there, but couldn't connect on the layup. And here comes Johnson in transition. Nobody stops him. He pushes floater over the top just too hard. Good follow-up there. Keeps it again. Want to keep it high, keep it high. Doesn't get an opportunity, but there's some contact on the low end, and he picks up the foul. And on that last play, here you see Ramos pushing it. Mazden gets the layup. Williams unsuccessful on that one, but here comes Markel Pryor. 1-2. Finds the running Ramos, and it's a left-hand lay. And this PV Mambas team is rocking and rolling right now. 18-4, and they continue to apply the pressure. Williams handling the rock very well, considering. Chandler, good follow-up. And you can't deny second chance effort from GGH has been really well. I like to see they're not just throwing up shots. They're not just giving up on their shots. They're actually shooting and following. It's a really hard trait to develop, and that's really good to see from that GGH program. Trying to get it in on the inbound is tipped away from John Fox, and I want to say it's going to stay there. Yep, let's keep it. Traveling in the corner end. Johnson unable to keep some balance to his feet, but Mazden pushes, finds Pryor. Pryor flings it up. Thought he had some foul there, but no. Johnson surveys and brings it up himself. Right corner attack. Not there, but Chandler, yes, likes what he sees. Isn't able to connect on the floater. Here come the PV Mambas. Pryor, ducking and dodging, takes two. Took three. And we're seeing some pretty impressive plays like this last one from Chandler, getting into the lane and finding a way to get the basketball up over the taller competition. Johnson. And here we go with a 2-1-2 press. Mambas handle it easily. They find Ramos running down the lane. He gathers himself. Pushback. Mazedin. Unsuccessful. Pryor there. Big board. And let's see that last series. The short three, but nobody boxes Pryor out, and he is big on the boards. You got to find a body and box them out. And that's how he got this opportunity to get to the line. Right over the top for the first. And this is the first pair of free throws in this game so far. Pryor pushing the pressure. And there he is, 2 for 2. Let's count it. Had a total of 8 out of this 12. He's been balling this morning, but here comes Williams. Pushes off his leg. Tipped away. Couldn't control it. And now it's going back the other way. Only thing GGH needs to do is be able to control those turnovers. They're doing a really good job defensively with the pressure and getting second chance shots, but we see a 3 taken there by Epting. It's off purple, so it's going to stay here with the Mambas. Mazden, knock him down, young fella. I see you for 3. Gets the steal there. Here he comes. Tries to find Pryor. Trey tips it away for a moment there, but Pryor keeps pushing. Finds a kicker trailer in Fontenberry. He just isn't able to connect. Pryor with the grab. Find a shooter. Shooter's going to shoot. Can he hit another one? Count him! We might need a heat check in this gym right now. 2 for 2. And we see that pressure from PVE that they've had all game. And we got a backcourt violation right there. And it's going to be another turnover for the GGH squad. Is he feeling it? 3 for 3. Get this boy out the gym. He's making it rain right now. Is anybody going to give a contested hand? I like what I see. He is flat out balling. Here comes some more of that pressure from the Mambas. He gets a steal. He's not all offense. Finds a dime. Who's running the lane? Nobody other than Pryor. Counting for 2. And this lead extends higher and higher at this point. And we're going to get a timeout from this GGH squad. But, man, can you talk about this run right here? Full transition, gathers itself, and just lays it off the glass. We're going to take a small break here, but we'll be right back from NorCal Sports TV. Welcome back. If you're just joining us, the score right now, PVE Mambas 31, the GGH team 4. I'm Lauren Goodman, your lovely commentator for the afternoon. Johnson trying to orchestrate the offense. The ball trapped in that corner right now with Chin. Finds Williams. He's unable to connect. Big rebound, though, from Wormley Jr. off the bench. Trying to get some help here, but the Mambas continue to run. Pryor, not a good pass, but he gathers, finds a shooter. Ramos swings one more. Not there, but Pryor, nobody stops me. Let's lay it in for 2. And that extends a 13-0 run by the Mambas here in about the last 4 minutes. Strong defensive pressure. Williams, good flake, and that's what we needed right there. A bucket for the GGH squad. Williams leading with all the points for the away team, 6. And Pryor showing some range out there. He knocks it down for 3. And the kid is on a flat-out tear. I see you, Malachi Pryor, or Markel Pryor, excuse me, leading all scorers in the ball game. And here come the Mambas running. They got lanes in transition. Pryor gathers, throws it up off the glass, unable to connect. Williams, good rebound there. He's in trouble, but he weaves his way out of it. Left, right, zigzagging down the court. Nobody stops him, and there was a whole bunch of riding down there, and I was waiting for him to get the call in. But let's see that last play. Just right, left, zigzag. I've seen he's been doing his cone drills, and it was a lot of contact there from the first initial change of direction by Ramos. But good call by the officials. They get it in to Johnson. No hand. He shoots. Open. Ramos tries to tip it, but he tips it to Fox. Fox unable to connect. Williams gets the ball back. Another floater, not there. Fox unable to control it. And we have Fontenberry pushing. He finds Pryor. Pryor right back to him, playing good basketball. And I see it. They get a little point to each other, a little connection. You got to reward the runner, and that was a great job by Pryor finding Fontenberry. Fontenberry finding him early, getting him on the board for 2 more. Williams, right side penetration, picks his dribble up, swings, wide open. Fox on the other side. I like the drive. Fox hard to the rim, but he does not connect. He fights for it again. And he's going to get every attempt he can. I like the young fella's hustle. But that last play, just text work basketball. Great bounce pass. Find the runner back. They've been doing some give and goes in that practice, and you can tell by that last play. Nobody stops the shooter. He sees daylight. Rushes that one a little bit, but Mamba's able to keep it. Butler. Oh, should have shot the first one. Brings it back. Needed a little difficulty, baby. Let's shut him down real quick. Don't get it twisted. He is 4 for 4 from the three-point line, and he continues to rack them up. Fox driving hard to the basket. You got to give the kid credit right here. He been fighting all game. Excuse me. Sees a little lane. Overshoots that one, but Fontenberry down there. Ramos said, I want some of the action. Light him up for three. Johnson on a one-on-one matchup right now. Pryor showing a little defensive pressure. Just doesn't move his feet and digs in unnecessarily. He picks up the foul there. Johnson to the lane and still unable to get a basket. And in the first half of basketball, we got PVE Mambas. This is 12U, by the way, 43. And you see that last set. He said, oh, not this way. Bottom of the net. Get it out of there. They're up 43-8 over the GGH Elite Squad. We got one more right before we end. Fox got to give the young man some credit. He's been fighting all first half, and he finally sees the basketball go on the rim. We're going to take a halftime break here. I'm Lauren Goodman, your favorite commentator for the weekend, and we'll see you back after this halftime break. Welcome back to Stockton, California, and play has already started. GGH right out of the half. Trey Johnson tries to get one in, but nope. Fox right there on time gets into a little traffic jam, and they swing it out. We reset. Let's get things under control. Token pressure. Trey Johnson step through lay, still unable to connect with that basketball. And here comes Isaiah Mazden. Stopped on the last play. He resets. I like what I see from the kid. Bueller, reverse lay. Good. And the Mambas played prior to this game. This particular team, they played earlier before this one, but they have not slowed up. A little bit of slow start when they got into the game, just to take a little bit of break. But since they've been rocking and rolling, it's been all Mambas in this first half. GGH trying to figure out something to get something solid. Johnson finally able to get the bucket open there, and you can't, it's no other feeling when you've been struggling to see the ball go in the rim. Good bucket for Johnson. He gets his first. Little hesitation shake there, but unable to keep control of it. They find Fox. Fox brings it up for GGH. Tip pass, and they're unable to keep control of it. Exchange of plays there, but now we got another turnover. Here comes Mazadin. Pushing, finding somebody in transition, tries to get the left-hand lay. No. Pryor, yes, but short. Slapped out by the Mambas, so it's going to go back Purple way. And we got some subs. Williams didn't start on that last end. He didn't start the second half, but he's back in. He leads all scorers for GGH with 6. Fox, nobody stopping him. Here he comes, head of steam. A lot of contact there. He takes it, though, and he puts it in the basket for 2. And whatever Fox needed to do to figure out how to get it done right now, he's definitely got it started. And he's looking good here in the start of the second half. They try to get the bucket there, but they are unsuccessful. And they swing it back to Butler. Butler not starting the second half, but he finds Pryor down there. Pryor, no real explosion on that last play. He misses, but who's there to clean it up? Bueller for 2. And Bueller's been in the right spot at the right time. Let's just say that. 2 buckets back-to-back. Let's see what this pressure from the Mambas give. Johnson crossing half court. He pushes tempo. Nobody stops him. Nice cross. Throws it up with his right. No one in sight, but Stevenson tries to put it back up, and he's no good either. Epting picks his dribble, finds Butler. Solid in the rotation. He throws it up for 3. No, not there, but who is there? Pryor. Pryor short. I think he just lost it on that last one. But Butler tries to get a 3 in. He is unsuccessful, 2. Johnson tried to push that some transition, trying to create some type of momentum, but he does not. He gets fouled as he tries to push in transition. And it's really been the defensive pressure from the Mambas that have thrown GGH off. Johnson got to get it out the corner. Coach talking to him, let's swing it to the other way. Let's get some movement. Johnson looking for a screen. Williams gives him one. Johnson trying to power dribble his way down there through Ramos, but Ramos stands solid. Stevenson grabs the rebound. It's a tie-up. And it's a jump ball. It's going to stay GGH's ball. Actually, excuse me, it's going to go to the PVE Mambas. Bueller on the inbound. Back to Bueller. Easily gets past the transition. And it's good defense by GGH. He finds a transition runner. Stevenson, good Euro step, tries to throw it over the defense. Ramos has been solid, getting back in transition, playing transition defense. I like what I see, but Bueller runs the lane. Oh, just rattles off the front iron. Johnson, transition, full head of steam, tries to kiss it off the glass, and he is good. Johnson definitely got a spark in the second half, had a good pep talk with coach, I'm assuming. Playing way harder, making better decisions. I like to see it. Transition. Oh, just miscommunication there. And we haven't had a lot of miscommunication from the Mambas, so try to figure out what was going on in that last play. Just didn't connect. Turnover. It's going to go back GGH ball. And I like the mix-up of different guards bringing the ball up. Obviously, all 3 of these first guards can Fox, Stevenson, and Johnson can bring it up as Johnson's unable to connect on that last basket. But I like the mix-up. Ramos in transition tries to gather and get himself together. They find Bueller down low in the short corner. He's been owning that short corner, by the way. But we got Chandler with the steal. He's coming in transition, comes back left, Euro step right, lay. Oh, and he still fights for a good hustle Ramos has been pretty much the utility guy for these PVE Mambas. As you see right there, getting back in good transition defense. Doesn't go for the person to try to foul him, but he just keeps his hands up big, try to be the body in between the basket, and that's textbook defense from a 12-year-old. I like to see it. In that last play, Johnson able to get the high off the glass floater. Johnson gets the inbound. Little jab step, comes right down the lane. Nobody stops him. Floater down the middle, short. Here comes Ramos. Ramos gives a little lead to Pryor. Pryor goes, gets that thing, and lays it up for two. Pryor is absolutely balling. That's just his first bucket of the second half. He led all scorers in the game in the first half. Simple play. They push it in transition. Bueller head up. He looks for Pryor. Pryor, of course, calling for the ball. And who's running there in transition? Another one for Epting off the bench back into the ball game. Johnson skip pass to Williams. Williams brings it back to the top. That would be Chandler for three, but he's unable to connect. Epting finds Bueller. Bueller to Pryor. Pryor right lane, but he said, no, let me shoot a jumper real quick and see if I'm really on fire. Bueller fallers, lock it in. Bueller locking in 8 points. And it's really the second half where he's played better, being able to follow the ball, connect, get some rebounds. Johnson short on the J there. Pryor gets tapped up, but Johnson, good effort there. Hustle, I like it, and he gets rewarded by getting 2 more points. And again, this second half for Johnson has been so much better. He's way more active, way more attentive. Tip turnover. Johnson got the rock. He finds Prince Williams, and he locks it in for 2. And a good series there, and we need PV Mambas take a timeout. It started here. Johnson gets the defensive reward and gets a floater there, and then he comes back on the other end and gets a tip, as we see here, and gets it again, finds Williams, and Williams is able to connect. So a little bit of good defense and a little bit of good offense can help you get on a little run there. And we're going to keep it here. I like both teams at this current moment. Obviously, we started with a big, big lead with the Mambas coming into the second half. But I like what I see from GGH. They have responded. You can't do nothing but continue to compete. Remember, young athletes that are watching this game, it is not about the score. It's about your effort. It's about your attitude. It's about how you play in the midst of adversity in hard times. So all you can do is continue to play hard, and you will always be rewarded. Coaches aren't always looking at the score. They're also looking at how you respond to tough moments. Pryor coming down the lane. Nobody stops him, but who's there? Fox with the rebound. Chandler, stop and pop. Bueller with the rebound, but he swings to Epting, finds Ramos. Ramos, good fake in the middle. Mazadin, he runs the lane left side, and he gets on for 2. His first bucket in the second half. And it has been a well-balanced attack. 7 different scores right now for the PVE Mambas, and we got some subs across the board. Whole new roster except Williams and Chandler. Pryor kicks it back to Ramos some wild way. Kicks to the corner. Mazadin for 3 ball. That would be his 5th 3 on the afternoon. Bonafide sniper. Got to give him the title. And he's wearing that 30, and it probably more than likely is because of Steph Curry. So I like to see it shooting the skin off the ball. We see a little pressure from Bueller, but they get out of it. Chin, cross-court pass unsuccessful, but the Pumas, no worry. They find people in transition. Nobody stops Ramos as he comes down the lane, but who's there to rebound? Pryor. Unsuccessful. They kick it out. Mazin, he tries to shoot and walk away. I like the ice in his veins, but Pryor, the cleanup king, is there for another 2. Warmingly finds nobody by Del Toro. And Del Toro comes off the bench and gets him a bucket. I like to see it. Epting finds the guy, should we say. Isaiah Marsden, the shooter from down south, that's what we're going to call him. 5 threes on the ball game. Has a total of 19 points. This is unofficial, just my chicken scratch. But the tandem of Marsden and Pryor, this is a pretty good 12U team. And look, they find each other. Pryor tries to get a little fancy and throw a little sauce on it with the reverse, but unable to connect. Chandler, I like it. Change of speed, cross. Nobody stops him. He gets all the way to the bucket. And just short, Marsden finds one of his teammates in transition. They both kind of touched a little bit of it. And it goes off on the PVE Mambas. And we're going to go back the other way. We got an inbound play here. 3 ball from Fontenberry. Second 3 on the night. Extending the PVE Mambas lead. Pryor, some way, somehow the ball falls in his hand, and that's not the hands you want to see it in if you're GGH. But he tacks in another 2. And I got him sitting at 21 unofficially. Johnson comes off the screen. Tries to hit something up there, and it falls. He's now leading all scorers for GGH with 8 points. Ball back to GGH. Elite. This is their 12U squad. Fox tried to punch it out right there, but they call a foul. Pryor tries to save it and keep it in play, but he steps on the line. It goes back to Johnson now. He's facing off against Pryor. Little fancy dribble, tries to go left. Gets into a little traffic. Goes back the other way. And that would be Fontenberry with 8 points on the day. Stevenson all the way to the rim. A lot of contact on the hand there. And he is able to build enough contact as he was getting rolled all the way to the house, but they end up getting it right on time, and now he's at the free throw line shooting 2. His first time to the line today. Just under a minute left in the game. See if he can connect for the second. And he does. 1 out of 2 ain't bad. 53 seconds here left in the ball game. Nobody stop you. You go to the rim, and you see Marvin Epting for 2. Pressure not off. GGH keeps it. Tip deflection. Fox with the ball. He's going to go hard to the rim. Don't worry about it. Gets his own rebound. 23 on the clock. It's a jam. Traffic jam down there, but guess who got the ball out of it? Mambas, and Pryor throws in another 2. As the clock dwindles down, we got running clock. Johnson's going to probably try to get him a 3-ball. Is it good? No, it is not. And for game 2 of this NorCal Sports TV Spring Invitational, you got PVE Mambas 71, GGH 23. That is all from game 2. We got more in store. 7 games. It's going to be me. It's going to be my guy Luis keeping you guys entertained all weekend. Please stay tuned as we get prepared for game 3. Thank my crew. Did an amazing job. I am Lauren Goodman. Coach Goody here giving it to you from the sideline truth. We'll see you guys in game 3.